Hi, good morning, Flosstube. This is Daphne, and today is Saturday, January 29th of the year 2022, and this is a monthly update of my cross-stitching progress, and this is a channel about cross-stitch. I will like to welcome any new subscribers. There's been a few since I did my whip parade, so welcome, and I would like to say welcome back to all the current subscribers and returning subscribers. You guys are all appreciated, every one of you, and I just wanted to say that. And also, I did not forget about the giveaway that I was doing in my video in November. I believe it was November's video. I have that here, and we will draw the winner in a little while. I just got busy with the holidays and didn't forget about it. So with that, let's get into all the cross stitching that I've done since I did the whip parade. Some of these that I'll show you are the ones that I worked on in December, and then some of these are the ones that I worked on in December and January, so you'll see a big jump in progress. And I'll also go over what my plans are for WhipGo and two of the challenge groups that I'm in, and we'll go from there. Alright, so the first one that I have here is Game of Thrones. This one is actually a focus piece for this year. This is for my boyfriend, and I've been working on this since 2019, I believe, is when I started it, and when I looked this morning, it was only 41% complete. So I was did a couple, 3-4 of the diagonals here. I just started filling in on this diagonal this morning, so we'll just keep going on these diagonals here. This was my WhipGo for January, which was 10 days, and I did that a couple days ago. So now I'm just using this as a piece to work on every day to get a little bit of stitching in every day. These are the threads for the next diagonal. These are the threads for this current diagonal. It's going here, and then these are the threads for the following one, because I already finished them out here. And then these ones down here are all for this next row of pages, and these little stragglers here are the waist threads, because when I have it in my Lowry stand, and this is a 11 by 11 Q-snap, so it is just easier for me to put the waist thread on the top, work my diagonals, and then snip them out as I go, instead of having to keep flipping over the Q-snap frame every time, because my dad's dog sits in my lap most of the time while I'm stitching. So it just makes it easier for that. So like I said, Game of Thrones. This one I did I write down how many it got this month? No, because I was still working on it. But it got over 3,000 stitches, because in the other group that I am in, Semi-Sane is the name of that group on Facebook. This is for their focus challenge for the year. So you have to post a progress picture every 1,000 stitches. So I did 3 sets of 1,000 so far. I don't think I'll get another 1,000 in between today and tomorrow, but that's okay. So that's that one there, and that was one of my WhipGo goals, which the WhipGo numbers for January were 19 and 2. So 19 was the Game of Thrones, and number 2 was a quick stitch in time holiday, which is this piece right here, which looks like this. And if you remember, trying to get it without the glare for you guys, here, hang on. We'll just take it out of the sleeve for a minute. There we go. If you remember, I started down here in this corner, and that's pretty much where I have been. And for the 10 days, this one got 2,932 stitches in 10 days. Some of this was fill in, some little bits and pieces of ones because I had not gotten the all the flosses I needed for the first little bit of it, because when I did it I only got flosses that I needed for the first page or so. Let's move those out of the way. Pull this back a little bit. There we go. So here is where this is. This is the top of the page, the row of pages, and there's a little bit on the bottom here of a page. So it's like a page and a quarter. So I'm stopping my diagonals here, and I'm just going to keep going this way across, from right to left, on this. So here is that one. Like I said, 2,932 stitches this month. And I will put this away. This is actually, put it away for the rest of the month. This is a focus piece in one of the other groups that I'm in that's a closed group right now. We had to pick three projects to focus on for the year, and this was one of them. So this will come out every month, and get stitches on it in the month. But for now, it'll be put away until February, and we'll go from there and see what I get done. 28 count, I'm written down here, 28 count White Lugana Witchelt base, and it's a Hade. I'll just stick that in there. Now, the other piece for that closed group for my threes that I was doing was Pandemic, by Long Dog Samplers. This is on a 30 count linen barley corn by Access Commodities. And this month, this one got 1,218 stitches. So here is where we are at on this one. Doesn't matter on the bottom. Oh, come on. It's not going to cooperate. So this is 1/1. I ordered the wrong size fabric, so I had to do 1/1. Excuse me. I finished out this motif, started filling in down here. And this one again, I put it away for January because I met the goals that I wanted to, the prompts that I was doing for that closed challenge group. So this will come back out again in February for some more stitching. So this one, Game of Thrones and the Quick Stitch Holiday will be shown, you'll see every month, because of the challenge group. But then there are pieces that I'm working on specific days of the month that you will see every month as well. Excuse me, those are pieces that I'm giving to family, or they're on a specific day for a reason. So like the Game of Thrones piece, even though I'm working on it every month, I will definitely try to work on it on the 12th because that's my boyfriend's birthday. And all the other pieces have a specific day of the month that I want to work on it. Next piece, we're just going to pull from my pile here. This is my Mirabelia, my one and only, and this is Scent of Old Roses. She's beautiful. Purples and flowers, and just love her. And this is on, I didn't fill that out yet, 32 count Earthen, I believe. Earthen Lugana by PTP. Everything's called for except for the linen, the fabric. They changed it out because I wasn't liking the darker fabric that they had chose for it. So here is where it is currently. This one was another I used for a prompt this week, so it was 200 stitches, and you can't really tell, but I did right here the whisper thread in here, and then I started going up in here and did a little bit of this here. The whisper thread takes me a little while because I gotta go in short strands, so I did a little over 100 stitches, and then I changed to regular DMC and worked up here, filling in up here. So next time I pull this out, I'll do some more with the whisper thread here, and I gotta do over here, and then there's more up here when I get to there. So I'll do a little bit of that, and then I'll do some more of the DMC, and I'll just keep going like that until I get all the whisper thread done. All these empty spaces in here and in here and all the empty little spots, those are all going to be beads when she's done. It's a beautiful piece. I'm doing this in memory of my mother. And I just like it. So I have her on the schedule to come out in February as well. Next piece that I have, nope, those aren't it, is my New Year, New Start, and this is The River by Modern Folk Embroidery. Just as a beautiful piece. This was in the Resolution Stitching box from Black Needle Society, and I am using 52 count Zweigart linen and cream, and the floss is, here it is, the floss. This River of Life by Forbidden Fiber Co. This was also in the Resolution Stitching box. So here it is all just cut, ready to go. I just pick a hole and pull a strand out and go. And I'm also using this for anytime that it rains. Anytime it rains this year is when I'll work on this piece. So this piece, I don't know how many stitches, I'm not counting stitches on this one, but this is the piece. This is how wide this little thing is. It fits in the 8x8 Q-snap for the width. The length is a little bit bigger than the 8x8 Q-snap, but look at how cute that is. Little tiny little thing. This is 3 days, I believe. I'm looking for the little thing here. Hang on one second. Yeah, 3 days. The 1st, the 8th, and the 19th, because those are the days that it's rained. So, this is really cute. Like I said, I just pull a thread and go. I don't, what was I gonna say? Sorry. I don't plan where the colors are gonna go. I just pick a color and I just stitch it. I just like it. So I might next time just come up and finish, start a thread and finish out this top part of the border and work my way down the border. I can finish out this row of alphabets and the numbers. There's just options that I can do. Most likely I'll go from here and work top down and do that. So there's that. The river. So that you will see if it rains. And then another one here that I have is my piece in memory of 9/11, which is the NYC Twin Towers scene. This is on Sandy Bottom, 28 count Evenweave 1/1. Sandy Bottom is from Fortnight Fabrics. And this one got 355 stitches this month, which was one or 2 days. And here is where this one is at. I'm just doing whatever floats I was trying to do 10 by 10 grid so that I can get to the top and then maybe work my way down. But I'm just going whatever floats me. So there's that. I have a coat that I'm working on to put on this one as well. And next one we got here is sunflowers, and this is on 28 count. And this is the Hade, Heaven and Earth Designs, Mary and Broom. And I'm up in this corner here. 1/1, called for DMC. This one got 200 stitches this month, so 2 blocks. Because that's how I'm stitching it this time. This one is being stitched. So I did this one here and this one here. So that you see the petals are starting to come out. We're getting there, you know, just will come out again when needed. It comes out on the 18th of every month. So we're getting there. Getting to add some more colors in, which is nice because it's been just the background for the longest time. And next one we got here in the bag box. Okay, that one there. We'll do that one last. And this is one of the bags that I've made, the Christmas bag. I pulled this one out for one of the prompts. And this is Jane's Joy, Holiday Joy by Carolyn Manning Designs. Each one of these little squares is 121 stitches. So it feels like you've got a little mini finish every time you finish one of these little squares. And this is with a Sal with a bunch of people on Instagram. Jane's Joy Sal. And this is on 28 count, I believe. Excuse me. By Magic Hour Cross Stitch. No, using called for DMCs. And this is where it is at. So I used this for a prompt. So it was 200 stitches. So I did 2 squares, this one and this one. And that was, it was like 242 stitches, I believe. Because it was just these two squares here. But this was all done between in December when I started it. So this is the bottom of the page, and this is the corner, the center. So I might just continue working this way to get to the other side and finish out this corner. And then go from there and finish the rest of it. And then that is all the ones I believe that I've worked on this month that I can show you. There is one that I'm working on for a family member. She knows I'm making her something. She just doesn't know what it's going to look like, and she is another Flosstuber, so I'm not sure if she watches. So I don't want to show that. I'm working on that. And I did finish the model that I was doing for stitching Jules. So be on the lookout on her page, on her Flosstubes. If you don't watch her, we'll be showing that when she receives it. It's in transition now. So I wanted her to be the one to show it since it is her designs that she has done. So be on the lookout for that from her. And those are what I have stitched on between the whip parade and now. The numbers for February for whip go. So here is my whip go board for 2022, just covering this up a little bit. So as you can see, the two that were called for January were the green and highlighted because I met those goals. This one was for February here, and this one up here was also February. Then there's the bottom. All of my goals this year are 10 days on these pieces. So the ones for February was the one that I'm making for a family member, and that is a finish, but I don't think I'm going to finish it in February. I have a date in mind that I want to finish it by, and that's not February. I'm not anywhere near ready to be calling it a finish, but I work on it every day. So when I get done recording this video, I will go out and I will work on that and get the stitches in for that for today. The other one is Rick and Morty, which is based on a TV show. I believe, nope, that's not the one. This is the one. This is the starting point for Rick and Morty, and this is, roll this up a little bit. Here we go. This is 22 count, 1/1. Doing all the black first. I just have a little bit more black over here to do and a little bit over here, and then I'll move on to the next color. So that's the starting point for that, and that will give it 10 days. And we will see where we get 10 days on that one. I believe that was all of the stitching that I had. I do have a little bit of haul. One of them is this piece right here, which is was one of my unicorn pieces, and I know a lot of people have been looking for this one. This is the Monopoly board. I'm in the process. I just ordered my cone of black, so I won't have to get, like 15 million skeins of black. I just got the cone of black, because it seems to be a lot of my pieces end up with black in them. So why not get a cone? I'll start this. I don't know when I'll start this. Most likely, probably on my birthday, maybe. But this was on one of the groups in Facebook, Stash Unloading, I think. I saw it up there. Then it was up for a couple days and nobody had jumped on it, so I was like, well, maybe that's a sign that it needs to be with me. So it came home with me. And there's another one, but I don't know where it is. Oh, because it's in this bag. It's in the bag with the floss. This was from the Black Needle Society. This was in the box, their Christmas box last year. 'Tis the Season to Sparkle, Tiny Modernist. And it's just DMC. And that gives you the Weeks Dye Works, if you want to do Weeks Dye Works and DMC. But that's that. And then this year in their Christmas, the Nice List box was some floss from Silks for You. And I just, when I saw them, I knew I had to grab them. So it's a purple, excuse me, and then a variegated green and purple and white. It just was really, really pretty. So I grabbed those. I don't know what I'm going to do with them yet, but I grabbed them just to grab them and have them on hand. So we got those, and the only other big thing is the happy hour stitching box from the Black Needle Society. I just did an unboxing of this, so there's a more in-depth look at all these things that are in this box. This is a pretty full box this time. Let me just open it up really quick and hopefully not drop anything out of it. But you can see it's pretty well packed in there. We've got here's the flosses. Like I said, if you want a more in-depth look, you can go into my last video, and that shows a more detailed look at them and explains them. And we've got a needle minder, happy hour, always happy hour, martini glasses, and then finger chopsticks, and then I chose 32 count fabric, so this is Seraphim hand-dyed fabrics, 5 o'clock somewhere. It's a green, it's a greeny color. And you got counting pins. We have tart raspberry syrup. Excuse me. And then it's a cross stitching bag. There's half of it there. There's the other half. It wouldn't go back in the bag the same way, so I stuck it in that way. And then you've got this. It says cheers, drinking glass. And then there is a pattern inside the box. I'll just put this back in the box. And it's 5 o'clock somewhere pattern by ink circles. If you did it on 30 count, it would be over 2. It would be 10 by 10. All DMC. So that was the resolution stitching box. If, like I said, if you want a more detailed look at what they are and descriptions of them, my last video, Flosstube Extra, was the unboxing of this box. And now, let me just put this stuff back in here a little bit so that I can get to this. This was the giveaway that I was doing for reaching 100 subs. I made this bag. It's blue snowflakes with a blue zipper, and it also comes with a zipper pull with some beads. I did this myself as well, and the back is black. This is a 12 by 12, so it's just under 12 inches. And if the person that has won, which will be right here on the screen, can contact me on Instagram with your mailing address, I will get this out to you as soon as possible. And I also started a new Instagram page. So if you don't follow my regular Instagram, you can follow that, and that is where I'll be posting most of my stitching. But I did make a new Instagram page where I am going to be posting anything that I have sewn with my sewing machine. I have a few extra of these that I'm going to be putting up. I've got this one, this color, this style here, and then I have, I think, a golden one. I have a couple of those, And next week, I hope to have some ones for February, some Valentine-ish style ones for February. So I'll put that link down below. The name of that one is Sewn, S-E-W-N, by Daphne, and it's all smushed into one word. And that's where those will be listed, if you would like to see any of those. I believe, just looking around, I believe that is everything. For February, like I said, the WIPGO, here's what my calendar monthly spread looks like a little bit. What is particular days that I have scheduled. So Scent of Old Roses is going to be on the 8th, because that is the day my mother passed away. So that will be, I'll work on that piece for her on that day. Oh, that's the one I didn't show. Hang on. I didn't think this was this one. This one is another WIP, New Start. I don't have a cover photo for it, but it is Caterpillar Crossfit, How Does Your Garden Grow? The Mystery Stitch Along. This is what it will, you know, all the blurred out pieces are what it's going to end up being like when it's done. All called for. I bought it as a whole kit. I was doing 32 count. I need to get back to this because I didn't finish. So here is my progress. This is there's, hang on if I can get it to cooperate with me. There is 2 toadstools that I'm working on right now. I finished out the colors of the toadstools, so now I'll work on the caps of them. There's a watering can, 3 pumpkins, and a tomato plant. So those will all be worked on. I want to finish this out for this part for for January. So that was another WIP that I forgot about. But this will come back out on this afternoon to hopefully finish the part for January. But the part for February, I believe, comes out on the 21st, so that will work on the 21st. And then the Peacocks Whoops, I have not worked on for January yet, because it will get worked on the 30th, but if there's no 30th, I move it to the last day of the month. And then on this side here, we got the WIPGO poll numbers and what the projects were and their how many days. And then NYC is always on the 11th. Like I said, Game of Thrones on the 12th. Sunflowers on the 18th. And I think that's it for what I put on my, whoops, go this way, for what I put on my monthly spread. And then I show you, like, here's the 2-week spread in here. I write down each day, I write down exactly what I stitched on for that day. And if it fit with a prompt, I put the prompt number so that I knew when I was taking the picture that this is what this was for. So, like, this is for today right here. Right here, I can check off this one, and I'll be able to check off this later, and then this will be the game of the Garden Grow Sal, which I'll work on this evening. And then tomorrow, we got that. I still haven't figured out what my third project will be, most likely Game of Thrones. And then we flip over to February's thing. And I started planning out what I was going to do in February. Just a little bit of what I was going to do in February. So, I believe this time, this is it. It happens that I forget something somewhere along the lines. It's just what happens. So, if the giveaway winner could email me or message me on Instagram with your mailing address, I will get the project back out to you. And I hope that everybody, if you are where it has been snowing lately, that you stay safe, stay warm, and keep making those stitches and making progress on all your projects. Alright? Hope everybody has a great day. Hope everybody has a great February. And I'll see you again soon. Alright? Bye, everyone.